Okay, welcome back. Mostly again, this is for my students in class. I can give them kind of an education in financial stability and finances. And so it's kind of why I'm starting with the stock market. I will get to cryptocurrency in some of my later videos. And I hope this can help any individual. Um, so parents out there, if your child is watching this, I think it's personally for my children, I started them off with just a couple $100, and I wanted to see what they can do. Even if they lost the $200, they've learned something by doing something, and they're actually watching it. And this is actually really what finance and mathematics is all about. So I personally believe it's a great learning lesson. I'd much rather put two to $500 in the stock market for them than buy some of the tennis shoes that they want when they already have three of them, or to upgrade their iPhone because they want it and it's the newest thing, or another game or something else that's just a fad. So this is hopefully a learning lesson for many of them. All right, so I went to some place. This is a really another good website besides Yahoo Finance. It's called Barcharts. Okay. And it gives you a lot of different readings. I'm going to show you what some of them are. Okay. When we get to clicking on the button of stocks, you can see stock market overview, market momentum, market performance, top 100 stocks. All right. New highs and lows. And it has screeners. Some of these things you have to pay for, many of the things you do not. So I can still kind of like this. It talks about indices. It talks about the S&P indices. And this is just, and then bullish, excuse me, things that may be going up. And then I'm sure there's bearish at this point too. So that's right here. We'll just take a look at the top 100 stocks and see how they kind of evaluate them. So it's popping up right now. And all right, we see something called alpha metallurgical resources, and then CVR partners, and etc. And it's telling you what some of these rankings are. I'm not going to go into what alpha and some of the Greeks are. We'll do that at a much later video, but they are also very important as to valuing stocks. So we could go up and down the list, and we could at least see what they've kind of made in the time period. You can see today was not really a very good day for stocks. And so you're seeing a lot of these things go down. ETFs are funds, okay? They're trading funds, and they have many different types of ETFs. And let's look at the top 100 ETFs. They could be energy ETFs. They could be fuel ETFs. They could be electric energy ETFs. They could be, let's just take a look at something. There's natural gas ETFs, so it buys all the natural gas stocks, oil funds, okay, gasoline. That's just some of them. And those are the ones that are doing well. And I told you before, I really do believe in commodities like oil, gold, silver, natural gas, right? So many of these things we're seeing are oil, okay? Benchmark industrial real estate ETF. So there's almost ETFs for almost everything. One of the things that the people are trying to get through is a Bitcoin ETF in a cryptocurrency. I haven't quite got it through yet. All right, so that's ETFs. Stock options, I will teach you about in later videos, but you can kind of see, I won't go into too much. I might do calls, some simple call options, and we can tell you how to buy calls and sell calls and buy puts and sell puts. So I will do that at a later time. It's another way to make money, but it is a little bit more risky. And you really do need to be trading stocks for a while before you approach option trading. Futures is kind of what we think is going to happen on the future market. You have commodity prices here in gold. A lot of time, the oil market buys their oil 30 to 45 days out. So you'll see these contract prices for February and March already starting to form. And that's how billions of barrels of oil are traded on the open market. All right. And then we have currencies. And here it's cryptocurrency. So we do have the major cryptocurrencies that are on here as well. I kind of like that accessibility that it has all in bar charts. So even the crypto market overview, and we should see a lot of fear after what happened today. I think Bitcoin's all the way down to 36,000. So, I mean, it's a perfectly good site. I think it's going to come up and possibly show us at this point, maybe not. All right, let's move over to, those are news. This is news headlines. And then finally, you have a dashboard and you have some tools. And we'll take a look at some of the tools that you have available for you. All right. You have to launch the dashboard. If I want my dashboard, just want to launch it without, yeah, see, we'll launch it. And you can see how we can, oh, not doing too well right there. All right, we're going to go back and not launch the draft board right now. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I don't think I paid for it, so maybe that's an extra fee. So let's just get back out of that. Let's go to tools, though. I think the dashboard is an extra one. Now, this has some really interesting things because you can put your portfolio in here, so you can add everything and you can watch it all in one place. They have emails and custom reports that you can send in portfolios, like your portfolio, you want to send it to a different address. You can organize all your watch lists if you want to have a watch list for certain stocks. And that is another good idea too. So how do I look up a stock on here? I'm gonna look up ConocoPhillips. Let's see. I hit COP and then I can see, if I wait just a second, I can see all the names of the stocks right here. So let's go to ConocoPhillips. It says currently is a strong buy. Let's try to get rid of this again. I have a free account. I don't want to be a member anymore. I already did this. All right, thank you. All right, so again, we're getting into there. There's the stock price. This is what happened to the stock today. It tells you an opening low, opening high, and gives you a plethora of information. I'm going to get into a little bit more today of showing you about trends. Okay, and it does say that this stock is 100% a buy with an average short-term outlook. So it thinks it's going to go back up shortly, and that means between 10 and 20 days. Now, this is what we call a bar chart, and these have little lines on them. And I'm going to show you a full chart. And you notice it's on 3 months. Okay, we can look at 1 day, 5 days, 3 months, all the way over to max. And I'm going to hit full chart for this. But we're just going to get into a touch of this. And I will do another video on exactly how TA matters. Okay, now, right here, I can convert all these things. I think they're in lines. And I get to my tools, and I want candlesticks. So here's trend lines, and I want, okay, we'll go for trend lines. Okay, so I want to see what some of those retracement lines are. And what is this stock? This is ConocoPhillips. All right, so I tell you what, I'll do this on, let's do this on Bitcoin. Because it doesn't matter how you do technical analysis. Oh, I'm not into that. So it won't even tell me. It's still on the stock side. I'd have to go to the other side. All right, so let's get back out of here. And I'm going to go for 5 days on a frequency. And these are essentially little bars, and they're kind of showing you exactly where the stock was at any particular moment. Okay, so if you notice over here to the far right over here, you can see the price that it was at. So on, what is this, 118.22, I saw it over here. Okay, it 118 just a few days ago, it was at 89.13, and today, as of the close, it's at 82.27. So there could be a huge buying opportunity. These big green candles right here are showing that the stock is going up, and red candles say that there's a big drop. So you see this huge drop due to these two things, and you saw a rise. It was down here at 82, and it finished the day at 82.96. So that is one of the ways to look at these things. If you look at them over a period of 5 years, you're going to see a trend. And so where are we at with oil? Well, in what was this? 10/1/2018, we were right here. And we're already above it right now. Now, if we look at a 10-year average, were we ever see we were up above pretty much anything that's happened in the last 10 years. And I'm not going to tell you to speculate. So this is what's happening right now. So this is in increments of, I don't know, a year right here. So we can see that over the last 10 years, okay, what has happened pretty much to the stock. Actually, you can see the date. This is November, January 2022. Okay. And then each one, I think, has, is it a month? Yeah, it looks like it's rotating every month. So that makes more sense on the size of this. Right. That gives you a little idea as to technical analysis. I will get into some indicators later, but at least you can kind of see. Now, what do we really see? We really see a pattern. We see a pattern that goes up and goes down and goes up and goes down and goes up. But over a long period of time, what happens? Let's just go max forever. The stock started out here, and given enough time, it went all the way up. Now it crashed hard right back down. But what did it do? It surpassed that level. Eventually, it did surpass this high. Okay. Given enough time, if you wait, you will make a profit on almost any good foundational stock. All right. I think that's pretty good for tonight. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and God bless you. Peace.